Motherland has arrived. Unfortunately, I am Superman of Doom. The people of the Motherland have arrived. Unfortunately, I am Superman of Doom. Day Chapter 78. Vision Yiming's eyes shimmered, and he successfully saved a character who was certain to die in history before. If the Marvel universe he originally dreamed of was the future of the present-past space-time and eventual formation, rather than another similar parallel Marvel universe, how to explain this now? In the previous Marvel Earth history records, Quicksilver Pietro also died in the Sokovia incident. I don't believe I will die at the hands of Thanos. If that is the established past history, then I will go and get rid of Thanos in advance. Vision Yimeng held the girl Wanda and thought calmly in the sky. 0089 The end of the Age of Ultron. Vision Yimon stood and flew high in the air swirling upward. A way must be found to stop Sokovia City. In his arms, the girl Wanda looked at the large city rising to 5 kilometers in the air below, and her cold face with heavy makeup could not help but show a trace of sadness. Aemon still know that Sokovia was her home with her twin brother Quicksilver Pietro until she was 10 years old. Yi dreamed about it and said calmly, "We don't need to stop it." You mean? Wanda also thought of something, her transparent pupils trembled slightly, and she looked up at his face. Vision Yimeng nodded and continued, "We have nothing more than two options now. One is to destroy Sokovia so that it does not fall and destroy the Earth's surface. Quote. The other is to destroy the stopping function of the large engine, so that Sokovia can keep rising, so that it flies out of space beyond Earth. Let Sokovia fly off the Earth like this." The girl Wanda's delicate body trembled violently, and she subconsciously wanted to refute, but soon she realized that the latter was indeed the best way. At least compared to the first method, Sokovia City will not only be completely destroyed, but will also turn into countless rubble, endangering the safety of the remaining towns below. Then you do it. The girl Wanda curled up slightly, closed her eyes, her thick eyelashes were still trembling, and she couldn't bear to look at it again. As soon as Vision Yiming's mind moved, a wisp of invisible virtual current flowed outward at an extremely fast speed, and instantly disappeared into the engine braking system of Sokovia City below. The inhabitants of the city have almost been evacuated. In Sokovia City, there is only one half-waste Ultron Legion robot left, crawling forward, pressing the button to turn off the large engine at the bottom. It's just that the large engine at the bottom does not respond to this, and continues to maintain the full power brake output eruption, pushing the city to continue to fly towards a height of 10,000 meters above. Vision Yimon held the girl Wanda to the side, watching Sokovia leave towards the black space beyond Earth. While SHIELD aircraft carriers and lifeboats left the city with the inhabitants of the city. Yimeng looked up, and his golden pupils reflected the large city that was constantly rising and flying away. Sokovia, in the end, failed to save it, and ushered in an end on Earth like Marvel's time-space history. Perhaps one day, future humans, or themselves, can chase the city back in the vast expanse of space. This was just a thought of Yimeng, and he didn't continue to think about it. He knew that the end of Sokovia and Ultron also represented the end of the events of the Age of Ultron. Avengers 2 is over. Wait until the next, Avengers 3, the cosmic supervillain Thanos will attack, plunder and collect 6 Infinity Stones, hit the snap finger of the origin of the flashing event, and destroy the gem with the second snap finger. Then, 2. Avengers IV, the Avengers' Unished hero members return to the past Marvel parallel universe through the quantum time machine. Regain 6 Infinity Stones to snap their fingers to resurrect half of the universe creatures that disappeared from the flickering event. And finally hit the second snap finger at the cost of Iron Man's sacrifice to end the Thanos fleet. After these historical events, it is before Yimeng, the Marvel time and space that first dreamed, that is, the post-Avengers era. At present, there is a difference of 10 years from the post-Avengers era. Himself now became the original hero Vision in the past, and is also part of these established histories. Aemon, who doesn't believe it, has just saved a character in Marvel history who should have died, Quicksilver. He decided to look for the Pym particle in the next few days, and then use future technology to recreate the quantum time machine from scratch, so as to return to the Marvel space-time where he originally dreamed. The girl's clear and cold words suddenly sounded, "My name is Wanda, Wanda Maximoff." Yimeng looked down. The girl Wanda holding her did not know when she had opened her eyes, raised her eyes to look at the hometown of Sokovia far away from outer space. Her green and beautiful face forcibly maintained her composure, her pale pink lips without a trace of wrinkle were also tightly pursed. Only 18 years old but already had an independent and strong that ordinary people did not have. Is this a self-introduction? My name is Vision. Yimeng paused and continued, I also have a name, Yimeng. Yimon? The girl Wanda looked at him puzzled. It's your nickname. Yimeng nodded. He didn't know how long he wanted to stay in this past Marvel time and space, so he needed a dream anchor. According to the previous situation, as long as he knows the characters of the dream world and makes the other party remember him firmly, he can become an anchor. The existence of the dream anchor allows Yimeng to actively switch the dream consciousness to the dream world where the anchor is located. Therefore, it is necessary to let others know that you are not a disguised name. Just, how does it feel? It's kind of like faith. Yiming's thoughts moved. The dream anchor is somewhat similar to those legendary gods who need the power of faith to come to the world. Otherwise, try to build a religion in this Marvel time and space later, and believers should also be able to serve as a dream anchor, right? Emon's mind flows, and the brain operates like a supercomputer. What a weirdo. The robots also have nicknames. The girl Wanda secretly thought that the name Yimeng was not bad, but if it was according to the nickname, isn't it supposed to be called Little Dream, or something? Vision Yimeng held the girl Wanda in the air for thousands of meters. And the two watched Sokovia look at it like a space carrier until she broke out of the Earth's atmosphere and disappeared into outer space. Shout! A golden red light and shadow quickly approached this side, and the metal palm and the soul of the foot engine kept the power stagnant down, and stopped sharply in the air next to the two. Vision Yimeng looked sideways, but it was not Morgan's biological father, Iron Man Tony Stark. Did you do it? Iron Man asked. Yimon knew that the other party was referring to stopping and shutting down the city's engines, causing Sokovia City to fly off Earth completely. I asked for it. Without waiting for Yimeng to respond, the girl Wanda responded coldly. Iron Man glanced at her, his metal eyes shining white, and then looked at Yimeng again. Do it. Very good. I was ready, together with Thor, the god of thunder, to destroy the entire city. Quote. This result is already very good. Iron Man Tony Stark sighed softly, and then muttered, you guys are doing well in Sokovia City. It's just that due to your origins, there is no place to stay now, right? Yimon understands what Iron Man means, and he was born as a cradle of regeneration, and Wanda was previously one of Hydra's experimenters. In any case, laissez-faire is dangerous. I can live in the Avengers building. Eamon replied that he happened to be secretly recreating the Pym particle and the quantum time machine through the resources of the Avengers. It is estimated that it will not be long to live. Me and Pietro okay too. Wanda even directly agreed for her twin brother. I'll ask someone to prepare a good room for you. Iron Man said with relief. Under the metal helmet, his eyes looked at Eamon's and Wanda with some surprise. These two were very wrong before. How do they feel now? The relationship atmosphere is not bad. 0090 mind gems and ancient doomsday. Other Avengers heroes who fought were mostly aboard SHIELD space carriers and lifeboats, escorting Sokovia evacuated residents to settlements before returning to New York. Vision Yimon and Iron Man chose to fly directly back to New York, and after the Avengers building confirmed the eradication of artificial intelligence Ultron. Yimon went directly to the room arranged by Stark. Yimeng pushed the door in. Inside is a living room with luxurious floor-to-ceiling windows, a top shower, a balcony and utility room, and a complete set of top residences with master rooms. Located on the third floor below the top floor of the Stark building. As for the twins, they should be arranged in the next house. As the essence of the robot, Vision Yimeng does not need to rest much, casually closes the room, changes the vibranium suit into home clothes, and sits down on the leather sofa in the living room. It is estimated that Iron Man also knows that it is completely unfeasible to use artificial intelligence to monitor the existence of an vibranium intelligence transformed by artificial intelligence. So his attitude is much more relaxed, just providing a set of residences and other things are not restricted. Like the Hulk who originally joined the Avengers, there is only one ordinance that temporarily prohibits you from leaving New York City. Emon's perception of Iron Man is still good, not only because he is Morgan's biological father. Iron Man is a smart enough person and to some extent, he is positioned as he pleases. As long as he can protect the Earth and protect peace, he can do many daring and extraordinary acts. For example, recruit the Hulk, who often runs away, as an Avenger member, and even try to create a high-level Iron Legion to shelter the Earth world. Of course, he wants to do too much, and he will make mistakes and offend many people because of it. In the end, Iron Man is not only killed by snapping his fingers, but also exhausted. Vision Yimeng confirmed that there was no monitor in the room, and the vibranium body leaned on the back of the sofa, reaching out to touch his forehead and eyebrows. And the complete yellow gemstone glowed faintly. Until then, he finally had time to thoroughly examine the Infinity Stone set on him. Yimeng closed his eyes and carefully probed the senses. This physical psychic gem is closely linked to the terminal nerves of the regenerative cradle brain and becomes part of his current dream vision avatar, so once he removes it, he is likely to die as a result. The technology on the side of the Wakanda country may be able to let him take this gem. However, Yimeng needs to connect with the incarnation of the dream through the mind gem, so as to borrow the power of the complete mind gem to strengthen his reality consciousness and harness the invasion power of doom. After all, the mind gem is the mind prefix of the Infinity Stone, and the main ability is to deal with the perception, amplification, tampering, and endowment of the universal psychic spirit, which is a kind of ability that he urgently needs due to the loss of control of the will to destroy.